Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Count is back.
Our troops... engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farbanti Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They could use some air support. Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital.
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. No, it's real funny.
Careful. Half the enemy's already down. Our SSG is really something.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Roger. The park will be secured. Don't be a clear the way.
I know the feeling.
HQ, we're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support.
Hold your ground.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the enemy.
Roger.
We've got flies buzzing around our heads. Don't take your eyes off them.
Enemy has a beat on you.
The enemy's striking back with everything they got.
Okay, Trigger. The submerged area is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
Let's go. Push it. Roger.
Strider 1, target destroyed. Keep sending the enemy forces to their watery graves. Strider 1, Fox 2.
feeling you're dead.
Target acquired.
Everyone's requesting backup. It'll take forever to get here.
This fleet won't lose. We have experience on our side.
They're after you, Strider 1.
Thanks to our air support, victory is within sight. Let's turn the remaining enemies into shark bait. I don't like the look of things. They're relentless.
Strider 1 lost.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, and come back in one piece.
Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farbanti Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They can use some air support. Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way and have it refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital. Half the enemy's already down. That LRSMG is really stumping.
Destroyed.
Count is back in the saddle of Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. No, it's real funny.
Roger, the park will be secured. Yogi and Big Shot clear the way.
I know the feeling.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other.
Roger.
HQ, we're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support.
Hold your ground.
A missile got through our ECM. Shoot it.
Okay, Trigger. The submerged area is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
Let's go. Mushin. Roger.
Strider 1, missile.
3 strikes is overhead. Lady Luck's now on our side.
Target eliminated. Strider 1, Fox 2. You're almost out of special weaponry. Vessel confirmed sunk.
back with everything they've got.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Fall back 900 yards. 3 strikes is here.
Okay, Rocketfly, fire. You can see just how hard we're pushing from up here. Hang in there. 3 strikes will be here soon.
Strider 1, target
Use that
destroyed.
bridge to establish our position. Give those ground troops all support they need.
Missile.
That area's all yours, Strider. Back up 1 squadron at the Silver Bridge.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Missile, evade!
Missile. 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 Caution. Missile.
Finish them!
Missile.
Friendly thought.
Missile. Missile.
I want to be badass at 3 strikes.
Fired.
Stop these guys before somebody lights a fire on their left.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Target is in machine gun range. Target eliminated.
Half our forces are neutralized! Let's teach a lesson to those arrogant bastards!
Really? I've been hit by a missile.
Missile, evade!
They got a lock on you, Strider 1. Our tanks and combat vehicles are knocked out. They mostly fall into the enemy's air support.
Rooney, man on your 6.
Don't let them any closer.
Anti-air gun eliminated.
Lancaster, base 1. We'll handle the rest.
All aircraft, move on to assist other units.
Thanks, LRSSD. We'll take it from here. Careful. The ruins and sunken ships make these waters shallow.
Whatever it takes to defend that bridge. Report to HQ. We need reinforcements at once. I've got you.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, missile inbound.
Evade that missile.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Maintain course to return for resupply.
Missile.
The enemy is showing signs of fatigue.
Missile.
Deal the final. Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Make your landing check. Too fast. Lower airspeed. Bank right. Lower your nose. You're too high. Too fast. Lower airspeed. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Strider 1, this is Control Tower. The runway is clear?
Warning! Bandit on your 6. Don't let down your guard. The enemy will fight to the very end. Let's fight! Breaking away!
phones are full of requests for help from friendlies. Our occupation of Farbanti could be in jeopardy now. Strider 1, missile away.
Fox 2!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile inbound, missile inbound! Target is in range of guns.
Missile. Missile.
Finish them off! The enemy is exhausted, but we will be too before long.
Target eliminated. 5 minutes remaining.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Ship building! Enemy vessel, fire! Eyeball to Tucker 2-4, requesting fire barrage. Coordinates 2294-5002. Target is enemy MBT formation. Fire for effect with your strongest round.
Fox 2.
Eyeball to Tucker 2-4, bracketing is complete. Fire for effect. Roger. Seeing firing data. Azimuth 2870, elevation 237. Prepare to volley. Fire.
Good job.
And impact! Tucker 2-4. Don't release you on our eardrums next time. Thanks for the fire support.
Fox 2!
Missile.
Target is in range of guns.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy is showing signs of retreat. Feel the final charge!
Pull up.
The balance is in our favor.
On my target, tail. Missile inbound. Breaking. Strider 1, you've got their attention.
3 minutes remaining. We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy. Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down and move on to the next.
Our allies aren't advancing as we hoped. This isn't good. Trigger.
Hit the areas where the enemy forces are thickest.
This is phase 1. Farbanti reconstruction part is under our control. Now, on to the enemy headquarters. Hey, those are our planes. Give them a wave.
Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Erusian army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood. Understood.
All right.
Understood. Understood. Understood.
Our plane is in the AO. Coordinates Tango 28, Lima 39.
Missile.
2 minutes remaining. You did really well out there. This is sure to bring an end to the war. You'll be heroes.
Missile.
Don't know what medals they've got for you, but if you want one, come back and
Reduce altitude. Lie between the buildings.
Fox 2. Don't let them through. HQ is right behind us.
30 seconds remaining. Hostile lock on you, Strider 1.
Recovering from the last battle.
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that. Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. New bogies. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
That's Mr. Rex.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at different levels, but don't underestimate the rest of them either. This should prove to be fun. What do you mean? It's just like you say, the enemy has experienced fighters in their midst. Cyclops 3, I've been hit. I gotta eject. Seasoned. I see him still got a running violet. Take him out one by one. Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry, he's gonna make it. Listen, Trigger, real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not going home. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X. What? Caution, enemy has a lock. Right, he's grabbed a bait. Time to take him for a ride. It's launched. Locked on. This one's a goner.
Missile did not connect.
Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Waiting for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger. My boys won't let you have it. Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it. Oh, Cal, that's sweet. I never knew you cared. We're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide. Hey, I'm being serious here. Bandit is firing.
Strider 1, lock on target.
You dodged it. Shaking bandit. Hold up.
My radar has shown that an enemy aircraft has been stuck on Cyclops 1 for a while now.
Makes my blood run cold to even think if he came up on my service. Shit. Wiseman, watch your tail. He's refusing to fire. He wants a sure shot. Not too bad. He's acting as a decoy. He has absolute trust in his allies, I see. Missile launched, evade! You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. He wasn't a bad pilot. Wiseman! Missile closing! I'll keep him on me! Just a friendly
1 is down.
Cyclops 1 is
Wiseman!
down.
Eject already, Wiseman!
I'm sorry, Count. This plane exploded.
Wiseman! Stay strong. We're not done here.
Cyclops 2, you got the lead.
Wiseman! Shit!
Missile.
Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead.
I can't do it. Trigger should take command.
Missile.
Duty is yours.
That's impossible.
Do it.
Damn it! Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
Luke Count. Missile.
Locked on bandit.
Now I see why he's the king of the skies. Trigger's our only hope.
Watch 2.
These guys are way out of my league. I can't even get in close to them.
Watch, enemy has a lock on you.
Locked on.
I'm on its back.
Damn. I'm over the trigger's aim, but I can't keep up.
Enemy on your back. Get you, pal.
Missile hit.
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can.
My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond.
My data won't update.
My HUD is
Damn
glitching
it.
out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No. Maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Farbanti's now under Osean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
Caution. Pull up.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Usia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.